Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're talking about Moon Knight, episode 4. And yeah, this episode was awesome and crazy and jaw-dropping. But if for some reason you haven't seen it yet, first of all, why haven't you seen this show yet? This show is awesome, go watch it, because we will dive into spoilers, some major spoilers. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the first 4 episodes of Moon Knight, click away and come back after you've seen it. I'll give you a few more seconds to click away. Now let's dive into some spoilers. Yeah, this episode was awesome. The ending was probably the most insane part, but we have to start at the beginning. Because in the beginning, we actually start off with the one guy, the one god who trapped Khonshu in stone. He puts him up on a wall with a whole bunch of other stone people. So this isn't the first time they've stoned someone, apparently. And then after that, after we get our Marvel Studios logo and our Moon Knight title card and all that stuff, it cuts us right to where the last episode left off with Layla and Steven. Steven's unconscious on the ground, and Layla has to drag him away as well as take on some bad guys. She's able to do that because she's awesome. And yeah, And yeah, we also get some hints that Mark has always had the personalities, because I remember Steven saying something about, oh, I thought when you're done with Khonshu, you would be gone, and he's still here and Khonshu's gone. Meaning that he's always had the multiple personalities. It's not just something that came up from Khonshu. And they go on this, Steven and Layla go on this epic adventure into the tomb, hence the name of the episode, and they have some awesome Indiana Jones / Tomb Raider / Uncharted adventures, which was cool to see. I thought that was fun and awesome. With all this treasure hunt and stuff, it was cool. Definitely reminded me of like Tomb Raider and stuff like that. And while they're on this adventure, Layla and Steven kiss, which it feels like really weird. Like, I mean, it's the same body, but technically she's Mark's wife. But then again, they were also going to get a divorce until this adventure started. I don't know, Marvel seems to love to do confusing romances, because Loki also had Loki falling in love with Loki, so you know. I guess Disney Plus just loves their awkward romances. But yeah, moving on, we get some cool reveals, because while they're on this adventure, we see some cool things and some creepy things. And one of the creepy things that we see is while they're inside this tomb, this creature comes out. I don't know exactly what it was. I think it was supposed to be like one of those supposedly, quotes, air quotes, you can't see it, but air quotes, dead guards who are supposed to like watch over Pharaoh or whatever's body, or whoever was buried there. I don't know this Egyptian stuff. It's new to me. Okay, Moon Knight's my introduction to this stuff. But yeah, the one thing comes out. We hear gunshots. Layla and Steven are wondering, what the heck are they shooting at? And then we see this creature, this zombie-like creature. I'm not sure if it's actually called a zombie, but that's what it looked like, at least to me. And it picks up the guy, it kills him, it lays him down on this table, and then we get probably the most probably graphic scene I think we've gotten in the MCU ever. Like, definitely, I think. Because that thing straight up guts the guy. He cuts him open, grabs all of his insides, rips it out, and throws it to the side. It doesn't show you all of it. I mean, it shows you a decent... I don't know how to explain it. I would say a decent amount, at least, as much as you're allowed to show in a PG-13 thing, I guess I should say, or TV-14. I think TV-14 is allowed to get away with some more stuff in PG-13, seeing how 13-14, but I don't know. It's also only 1 year difference. But yeah, that was definitely the most graphic thing I think we've seen in the MCU. And what makes it even worse is that Steven and Layla were stuck there in their hiding spots for having to watch it, and poor Layla is like right underneath the thing he's gutting the guy on. So she gets to hear all those beautiful sounds and gets to have all his guts and stuff placed next to her, because who wouldn't want that? Yeah. But anyway, moving on. After this thing leaves, Layla and Mark continue their adventure, and when they have to split up, when Layla runs into Arrow, I don't know how to say his name. It was one of the two. when she runs into him, he reveals a massive truth bomb that Marc was keeping from her, because this is when we learn that when her father died, Marc was also there because a bunch of mercenaries killed him, and Marc explains that even though Marc wasn't the one who killed him, his partner got greedy and killed him. He tried to save him or stop him, but it didn't work. He ended up dead. And yeah. And of course, as you would expect, Lila was not happy hearing this news. So she gets super upset with him. What's funny is that she starts yelling at Steven, like, he can hear me, right? And then she starts yelling what her problem is. And then, like, the moment she starts yelling, that's when, like, Steven's like, I don't want to be a part of this conversation. He, like, boom, switches right to Marc. So, I mean, I'd do the same thing. I wouldn't want that conversation either, especially if it has nothing to do with me. So, you know, I think he made the right move. But yeah, but then Layla hides as Harrow and his guys show up. He says that Marc has a choice. He doesn't have to do this. Khonshu isn't controlling him. Marc makes up his mind and starts fighting off the guys. But then Harrow pulls out his gun and shoots him twice in the chest. Marc falls backwards into shallow water, dead. Or is he? Because then we see a shot from underneath him where he starts sinking in this really, really deep water, and then he falls into like this white hole, and that white hole is our transition to the next scene, where we're in like this weird, super white mental hospital. Like everything is white for some reason. Like that's just the design, probably because of Moon Knight's costume. But yeah, we see a whole bunch of stuff that we've seen before. Like we've seen some characters that we've seen before, like Donna, I think that's her name, Marc's boss, as well as a bunch of Harrow's goons, some other people. And Gus, the fish, we see Gus the fish. And even Layla, who is best friends with Marc in this mental hospital, leaving us wondering, what the heck is happening? Was everything we just saw just made up in Marc's imagination, like it makes it out to be? Because he's also playing with a Moon Knight action figure. But yeah, this ending was crazy. I was like, oh my goodness, are they actually doing this? Are they actually making the entire first 4 episodes fake and all happening in his mind? Because I said that the transition was wrong. Now that I'm remembering, the transitioned to a movie, a very low budget movie called Tomb Busters, about an adventure and his partner, that adventure being named Stephen Grant. And it was, you know, a knockoff of Indiana Jones. The plot was a knockoff of Indiana Jones, and the title is a knockoff of Tomb Raider. So, you know, checking all the boxes, all the treasure hunting boxes. But of course, moving on, it turns out that's one of Marc's favorite movies. So when he goes to see his therapist, I guess, we find out that his therapist, or whoever that, I think he was a therapist, I might be wrong, is Harrow. And that's when things start coming back to Marc. He's like, wait a second, you shot me in the chest and left me for dead. He starts running away, and that's when things get even crazier. Because not only when he gets to the one empty hallway, the hallway starts to shake, because we see like the hanging lights start moving around and carts start falling back and forth on their own. He starts running away some more, and he goes past this room with like a what is it called, coffin, tomb, whatever those things are called, and it's shaken. And someone's inside is yelling, let me out, help me, let me out. So Marc goes over and he opens it up, and who comes out? Stephen Grant, also played by Oscar Isaac. So we get 2 Oscar Isaacs talking and interacting with each other. They're super surprised to see each other, and they even hug, which was nice. So because it was nice, because not only is this probably gonna be the only time they were able to actually like physically interact with each other, but also they were at odds for pretty much the entire show so far. They were always at odds, not liking each other. So the fact that they hugged each other during this moment was actually kind of sweet. They're like brothers, which is actually cool, because I thought I heard a behind the scenes thing, a breakdown or whatever, that they actually used Oscar Isaac's brother as the stand-in for Steven or Marc, one of the two, which, you know, so that makes sense why they're like brothers. But yeah, they run past another door that's open with another tomb inside of it, also shaking, and they don't open it. They walk past it after just glimpsing at it, but this definitely teases At least I think. I could be completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure this definitely teases the third personality that we've all been expecting. And in the comic books, that third personality is Jake Lockley, and everybody's been theorizing that that third personality is the one who killed those guys in what I think was last episode, as well as the one who asked out that girl from the first episode. And it might be Jake Lockley, at least that's who he was in the comic books, and that would be awesome and crazy. And if you remember, in a previous review, I theorized that what if the third personality is the villain, and we get a battle inside the mind with Steve and Mark teaming up, fighting, Jake Lockley. Seeing that these two are somewhere interacting with each other, we could get that. Dude, that'd be the best thing ever. I've never gotten a theory that correct. So if that theory comes true, I still not so positive that it will, but if that theory comes true, that would be literally the closest I've ever gotten with a theory. Like, I've had theories that were somewhat correct, but never that correct. Like that, well, especially one that insane, I should say, because I've had simple theories before, you know, like the ones that were pretty obvious and got those right, but something this insane coming true would be awesome. But yeah, it looks possible now. But that's not even the end of it yet, because they run to this door, but there's a huge shadow behind the door opens up, and a Hippo Lady comes out. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. A Hippo Lady. Actually, it's supposed to be another Egyptian god. It's not actually supposed to be a Hippo Lady, but you know what I mean. It looks like a hippo. Looks like a hippo. Talks like a human girl. It's a Hippo Lady. But yeah. What's funny is that they make it look like she's just like this huge, intimidating, scary person, and then in like the sweetest voice ever, she goes, "Oh, hi," and Mark and Steven scream. Cut to credits. That was a pretty crazy way to end an episode, questioning what the heck is going on and what the heck is real, because the first 4 episodes that we just saw, are those real? Did they actually go on this Tomb Raider-like adventure, or in this whole hospital is real, or was the first 4 episodes that we saw real, and this mental hospital is fake, or are they both fake, or are they both real? What the heck is going on? I love it. So awesome, so crazy, and I love it. But yeah, it's so messed up and crazy. We have no idea what's happening. There are multiple theories out there. I have some of my own. Like, I kind of have a feeling that bits and pieces of both will be true. Like, I kind of have a feeling that Mark was in a mental hospital for this mental hospital for a certain time, or one like it. But I think that after a while, he left that mental hospital or whatever, and then he had this adventure. I think the first 4 episodes were real, or at least most of them. And I think that this is in his head. I think that's what this hospital is. I don't know how he got shot, left for dead into his head, unless, you know, he's dying and this is what he sees as he's dying, which actually is another theory I thought I heard, where this whole show he might have been dying this entire show, and most of this was like reliving events that's happened or something like that. I don't remember the whole theory, but I mean, that's a possibility. That'd be crazy. But yeah, and here's a theory, just a crazy theory that won't come true. I know it won't come true, because, you know, this won't happen. But just I guess more of a concept than a theory, because I know it's not going to happen. But what if the place Moon Knight and Steven, or Mark and Steven are, is Limbo? And this could do something to both set up, it being Limbo could set up Multiverse Madness and Midnight Suns, because a character that has a history with Limbo, if you see my other reviews, you might know I'm going with this, is Ilyana Rasputin, aka Magic. Not only could that be a cool way to set up the Midnight Suns, because, you know, Magic and Moon Knight, both Midnight Suns, but they also could do what I've been saying before and have it be played by the same actress, Anya Taylor-Joy, who played her in The New Mutants, setting up Multiverse of Madness when we get multiverse shenanigans with mutants. That won't happen. I know it won't happen. Even if it does end up being Limbo, we won't see Ilyana played by Anya Taylor-Joy or played by a different actress. We won't see Ilyana in the show at all. I know that. shoot, I'm not expecting many cameos in this, or any cameos really. But I am very curious as to if this will set up anything, because we also heard that this will be a one-off show. There won't be a season 2, at least most likely won't. For stuff I'll get into maybe a different time, I don't know. But it will be a one-off, one season, that's it. And that means if we get more Moon Knight, it won't be in a TV show. Well, it could be in a TV show, but it won't be in his TV show. But I still think this could. So I wonder, my 2 theories of if this sets anything up. Since I originally thought, oh, it could set up a season 2. Since it sounds like it won't be, I have 2 theories that it could set up. One, a Midnight Suns. I've said that. Let's see, 4th episode, 4th review, 4 times. But what if it also sets up Multiverse of Madness because of it ending the Wednesday before Multiverse of Madness comes out? I mean, whether or not my reviews come out on time, I'm not sure. But it might happen. That'd be crazy. I mean, it'd be awesome. I think it'd be cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I think I have to say about this episode. No end credit scene. Some shows, the last 3 episodes, like WandaVision, have had end credit scenes. Not this one. I have a feeling the next 2 will, though. I could be wrong. But no end credit scenes. But also, yeah, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? What did you think? What do you think is going on? What do you think is real? Do you think the first 4 episodes were real or fake? Do you think this hospital's real or fake? Maybe we're in his mind. Maybe we're in Limbo. Maybe we're somewhere completely different. I have no idea. Just theories. I would love to hear what your theories are. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next. 2 episodes left. 2. We're now caught up with where the critics are because they got to see the first 4 episodes. But 2 left, and dude, this is crazy. This is definitely in the top 3 so far. My favorite Marvel Disney Plus shows. If you saw my ranking, I did a ranking of the Disney Plus shows we got before Moon Knight, so the 2021 ones, and so you can see it might crack that top 3. But it'd be in the top 3. But yeah, thanks so much for taking time to thank you so much for taking time to watch, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, please hit like. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I've reviewed multiple things: Spider-Man No Way Home, Eternals, Black Widow, WandaVision, Hawkeye. I've reviewed a couple things now at this point, so as well as the other episodes, previous episodes of Moon Knight. So yeah, please go check those out if you want to. Subscribe so you don't miss when I post or go live. Hit like if you like, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye. Laters Gators.